Hi everyone, Debarkis here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome once again to another flight on Microsoft Flight Simulator. This morning we are here at the Monterey Regional Airport, 3 miles southeast of Monterey in Monterey County, California, United States. And we're going to be flying to the McClellan-Palomar Airport. That's all located 3 miles southeast of Carlsbad in San Diego County, California. They're both located 3 miles southeast of the whatever city they are in. All right. So just follow me as we do today's flight. It's very cloudy, getting ready to rain, I believe. And this morning we are not flying commercial. We're flying general aviation and family. Basically, think about it as a man and wife and 2 kids going on a vacation. So that's what we're simulating here. Me and my wife, the missus. I'll call her the missus. Me and the missus and the 2 kids going on a family vacation, going to see cousins. Okay, and of course we're heading toward the general aviation wing of the airport because we're flying general aviation. Let's go a little faster. No, it's too fast. Okay, and we're gonna be departing from Del Monte Aviation. Oops. Camera stopped. Oh, hello guys. It's a very beautiful terminal, if I should call it that. But we don't have much time. So let's just head outside. We need to be departing as quickly or as soon as possible. And that's our aircraft right there. And that's the Flight FX Cirrus SF50 Vision Jet G2. It's a very beautiful aircraft and beautifully modeled by Flight FX. Now ignore those 2 people in there. That's me and the missus, but we're not in there yet. Okay. Alright, we will head inside first of all and get the avionics going. Then we'll come back out to do a walk around. Okay, a trusty flashlight. Turn on the avionics and the batteries and the generators, and let it initialize. Oh, this thing is lagging like crazy. Let me see if I can do something. I think because of the weather, it's just lagging so badly. This is 150. Let's bring it to 100. Or 110. Maybe that will help. Alright, I think we have a little headroom. If I have to bring it down to 100, I will. Alright, that's good. Let's head back out. I think everything is initialized. Turn off the flashlight. Okay, coming down. Now I'm gonna put the courtesy light on. Okay, I think it's on. Oh, now it is, so that when I close the door, it will not shut off. Alright. Close the door for now. We'll open it again when we're going back in. Alright. So we have the courtesy lights shining underneath. That way we can do a good walk around. Alright. Let's put this camera back at 50%. 45. Okay, so we start here. Everything looks good. The way this camera is behaving, I don't really like it. Let's put it back at 50%. Oh wow, it went back to... Okay. Okay. Does it go back to... It goes back to 40. Why is that? Huh. Alright, well, since it goes back, let's leave it like that. There's really nothing we can do. Okay, so, but, man, I don't like the way it's distorting the thing. Oh, I know what to do. Alright, I reset the camera, so now it should be better. So let's do the walk around. Let's start again. Looking inside here, everything looks good. Okay, and here the lights are good. The landing lights. The tires look good to me. Well inflated. Okay. And down underneath here, everything looks in place. Okay. Might as well check the landing gear, both of them. Okay, everything is new, of course, so no problems here. Look at the wheel well, and it looks clean and clear. Okay. And the leading edge of the wing, of course, it has the de-ice boot. Everything looks in order. Okay, now we can load the plane, put our luggage in. Okay, we can also start the generator, the external power, so we don't run down our batteries. Okay. Can climb up here and remove that. Come back down. Okay, I already took that one off a while ago. And this is the last one. Alright, everything seems to be in order. Let's head back inside. Close the door, watching out for the indicators. So you can see the red thing here should turn green. Okay, and the top one should turn green. Alright, that way we know that the doors are closed. Well, okay. Let's take those off. Okay. Now we run the tests. We do our initialization. The first thing is database, and that's good. And system tests, okay. Pre-flight first.
Higher.
Check
Higher.
that comes
Higher.
on.
Higher.
Okay.
Stall.
Alright, install.
Stall.
Check that. Okay. Alright, that's good. Initial fuel. We sink the fuel on board. We have 227 gallons. That's 1,520 or so pounds. 1,520 or 1,540. We'll check. Alright, go back. And the next thing is weight and balance. Okay, that's me, 170 pounds. You wish. And the wife, 150 pounds. And kid number 1, well, they're teenagers. Okay, kid number 1 weighs 130 pounds plus the 33 pounds of the chair, of the seat. And kid number 2, the boy, this one is a girl, the boy, he weighs 150 pounds plus the 33 pounds of the seat. And what the heck is this? Oh, okay. So we have the kiddie seats, both of them 15 pounds each, this and this, and the one in the middle is 33 pounds. Okay, that's that. Our luggage is 155 pounds, and we have extra miscellaneous of 10 pounds. Alright, that's that. Now next is the flight plan. Before we do that, let's just take a quick preview of what the flight looks like. We're gonna take a look at Volanta. Actually, let's maximize it temporarily so you can see well. And the briefing. So our zero fuel weight is 4,500 pounds. Total payload is 780 pounds, and we're carrying 1516 of, we are supposed to carry 1516 pounds of fuel, but we're carrying 1520 or 1540. Okay, and flight time is 1 hour 29 minutes, and we're gonna be cruising at 29,000 feet. The distance is 398 nautical miles, and this is the route. Okay, we're taking off at from runway 10 right, and the SID is Monterey 5 to Shuey, direct to Marv, direct to Tilt, direct to Fellows, direct to Blocks, and we're going to take the Lagos to arrival into Palomar Airport, and it's going to be runway 24, ILS runway 24. That's going to be the approach. All right, so what next? And it's all 290, no steps. Okay, and fuel, recommended fuel is 1,516 pounds, but we're carrying just a little more than that. Okay. And that's that. Now, times, we're going to be departing at 10:50 local time. It's all in California, so there are no time differences. 10:50 local time, that's when we head out, and the takeoff is going to be 11 o'clock. Arrivals 12:29 local. These are the estimated, and these are the actual scheduled. All right. So that's that. Any other thing we need to know? Departure. All right. Okay. That's departure. I'm not going to go into all these things so it doesn't get boring. All right. So that's in a nutshell, that's our briefing. Now this is what the flight plan looks like. I'm gonna open Navigraph. I'm so loving the fact that we can open Navigraph here. All right, so here's where we are right now. If I center that, we are at the Monterey Regional, located in front of Del Monte Aviation, and we're gonna be taking off runway 10 right. So the taxi is going to be a very short taxi from taxiway Alpha to the runway. That's good. Now the departure. So I'm just overlaid it, and it's not quite accurate. It's supposed to be on this line, but that's fine. I think we get it. So the procedure is this way. Initial altitude is 7,000 feet. Now we're gonna take off from runway 10 left or right. The instruction is climbing left turn to 329, which is this. So we take off in this direction, southeast, and we make a turn to 329, and then we intercept. Let me remove the superimposure, if that's a word. Let's just look at the thing itself. That way it's more understandable. So we take off in this direction, make an immediate left turn to 329 degrees, and maintain 329 degrees until we intercept this radial, this Salinas 264 radial outbound. We continue on that radial until Shuey, and then we resume the filed route or route, depending on what side of the pond you're on. Okay, so that's what the SID looks like. I'm gonna superimpose it again. All right, so when we get here, we join the route and continue on that route, maintaining 7,000 until we are cleared higher. Since we're not flying ATC, I'm gonna simulate the clearances. I'm gonna just pretend that we have received the clearance. Now we shouldn't forget to set our radio, our navigation to this VOR. All right, so that's that. Routing, intercept radial 264 westbound to Shuey and maintain 7,000 or assigned altitude. Expect clearance to filed altitude 5 minutes after departure. So it's pretty simple. All right. So that's that, and that's the route, the main leg of the route, and that's our star. The star is the Lagos to arrival. Also superimpose it. And we have speed restrictions. At blocks, we need to cross blocks at 240 or above, 24,000 or above. And cross Tandy at 17,000, no more, no less. We cross Lagos at 15,000, no more, no less. We cross Bricks at 13,000 or below. And we cross Avols at 11,000 and 250 knots. Okay. Now it looks like I'm over-explaining, but I have friends that like to don't understand most of these, and they like that explanation. So bear with me. We've crossed passive. Shout out to Kingsley, my friend. Okay. Now we cross passive at 7,000, no more, no less. And we come to Oceanside, VOR. It's going to be a flyover. Fly over it at 5,000. Okay? It's not flyby, it's flyover, meaning we must cross it. Some other ones we do not have to, like the Shui VOR. I mean, like the Shui waypoint. Alright, so that's that. And then we get into our approach, which is the orange side of the route. We'll come to that. Now, before we switch over to the arrival, some things to note. Because of the Garmin 3000 that we're flying is the working title previous Garmin G3000, we do not have the capability to do above or below. So we're gonna harden everything. So this is gonna be 24,000, no more, no less. As the rest of them, like the 13,000 or below, we're just gonna stick it at 13,000. Okay, so that's that. Now let's switch over to the arrival. All right, now arrival, we also have some few restrictions. The arrival, the approach starts from the Oceanside VOR, and we're gonna maintain 4,500 all the way to Homely. I don't think we have any lower speed restriction at Homely. Okay, and okay, I think from Homely we descend to 3,300 to intercept the initial fix, which is SCON. And I think that's it. And that's the ILS frequency for ILS runway 24, and the code is India Charlie Romeo Quebec. All right, so that's that. SCON, we cross it at 3,300. OneUp, we cross at 2,600. Sidru, we intercept this thing, the glide slope. We have to be at 2,300. So that's that in a nutshell. Our minimums for the ILS is going to be 527 barrel or 201 radar altimeter. I'm going to set it at 201 radar. All right, that's what we're going to be doing. And missed approach altitude is 3,000. Heading is going to be 245. And that's that. So remove that and let's center the flight plan. All right, so now let's go program that into our GTCs. So origin is gonna be Monterey Regional, which is Kilo Mike Romeo Yankee. Okay, enter that. And our destination is Kilo Charlie I wish this was QWERTY. Kilo Charlie, Romeo Quebec, McClellan-Palomar. Alright. Now we do the procedures. The departure is going to be the Monterey 5 departure, but the runway is going to be the runway 10 right. Okay, and there's no transition, so load that and go back. Arrival is going to be the Lagos 2, but runway 24. Okay, and the transition is Oceanside. Is it Oceanside? No, I think it's blocks. Before we put that, let's make sure. Yeah, it's blocks. Oh boy, sorry guys, this thing was covering. Okay, I'm sorry about that, and I'm gonna redo it so that those who do not know what we're doing will understand it. So bring this by the side. So I'm gonna just go back and go back again, and flight plan options, delete flight plan. Okay, so let's start over, just for the benefit of those who don't really who don't know how to put this, so that they can learn. All right, go back home. Origin is gonna be the Monterey Regional, which is Kilo Mike Romeo Yankee. Okay, enter that. And destination is gonna be Kilo Charlie Romeo Quebec, which is the McClellan-Palomar. Enter that. And the next thing we did was the procedures first. We put the procedures before we put the main part of the route. So departure was gonna be runway 10 right, and the SID is Monterey 5. There are no transitions, so we load that and we go back. Now we load the arrival, and the arrival was gonna be Lagos 2. It's only one arrival available. And the runway is gonna be runway 24. And the transition is gonna be blocks. Okay, and we load that. When we load it, make sure that it's the correct thing that loaded. So this is runway 10 right with Monterey 5 departure. This one is blocks arrival. Lagos 2 arrival with the blocks transition, and it's runway 24. Now we load the approach. The approach is ILS runway 24, and the transition is Oceanside, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Yeah, that's Oceanside right here. That's the transition. So let's put that. Oceanside. Okay. And load that. And go back. So everything here is good. Now we can put the main route. And that's from here. Now looking at the flight plan, our first route, remember we're not going to put Shui because it's considered a part of the SID. So the first one is going to be Marv. Alright, so Marv, Mike Alpha Romeo Victor. Okay, enter. And the next one I believe should be Tilt, which is this one. So Tango India Lima Tango, enter. And the next waypoint is Fellows, right? Yes, after Tilt is Fellows. Okay, So Fox Lima Whiskey Fellows, enter. And that's it. Blocks is a part of the star and it's already in there. You can see it here. So we can say done. Now we have to put the the altitude restrictions. Starting from blocks, do we have any restriction on blocks? We turn on the star, superimpose it here. Yeah, we have blocks flight level 240, which is 24,000. So 24,000. The VNAV is going to use these altitudes to guide us downward in our descent. After blocks, the next altitude restriction is at Tandy and it's 17,000. So Tandy, 17,000. And we're doing this because of this version of the Garmin G3000. When the refresh comes, all these things will be entered automatically like it's done in real life. Once we choose the star, all these altitude restrictions will be there automatically. So just so you know, very soon we're not going to have to do all this. All right, enter that. Next restriction is at Lagos, and that's 15,000. 15,000. Enter. The next restriction is at Bricks, and that's 13,000. 13,000. Enter. Next restriction is at Avols. Avols, that's 11,000. And the last one is at, well, not the last one on the SID, on the star. Actually, it's not the last one either. So 7,000 at Passive. 7,000. And at Oceanside, I believe is 5,000. Yes, 5,000 at Ocean. Enter. All right, let's switch over to the approach chart. So at Homely, we have 3,300. Actually, yeah, not really. At Homely, 4,500. So Homely, 4,500. One Up, do we have any restrictions? None at One Up. Actually, where is One Up? SCON, wait a minute. Oh, SCON is 3,300. I almost missed that. Okay. One Up is 2,500, and that's where we intercept the ILS. 2,500. Oh, 2,600. Sorry, at One Up. 2,600. No, 2,600. Okay, and Sidru 23. 2,300. All right. Now, this one, I don't know if we need to enter it. Do we really need to enter that? Nevertheless, that's 326 touchdown zone elevation, 326 plus 55. That is 381. 381. Yeah, so we cross it at 381. Okay. All right. You know what? Let's remove it. Probably should have put it there. All right, leave it like that. That's fine. Because by this time, the ILS will be working. All right, so I think that's it in a nutshell. In a nutshell. That's it. Okay, turn on the VNAV thingy. And go back. Alright, so we've entered everything. Next thing we do is if you remember, we are going to be using the VOR, so I'm going to put this on nav1. And we're going to enter the frequency, which is 113.7, or is it 117.3? Let me see. At the SID, the Salinas VOR 117.3. Okay, so let's put that. Nav1 117.3. 0.3 and just transfer it. Okay, Salinas, we can see it. All right, and the radial, that's 264 radial if I remember correctly. 264, yep. So let's tune it to 264. Oh gosh. Okay. So you can see that it's on 264. All right. And we set the initial heading to 39 something. 329. All right, 39 something. We set it at 329. Okay. I actually set it at runway heading 098. We will turn it ourselves, because otherwise the aircraft always tends to first turn the opposite direction. So runway heading of 098. Right here, 098. Okay, that's the runway heading. So I think basically we are good to go. Alright, what time is it? How did we do so far? This is 10:44. We're supposed to be leaving in 6 minutes. That's amazing. We're gonna be late. Alright, so we don't need external power anymore. Take that off. I think we have enough juice in the batteries. Take this off for now. Okay, we can also take off the chocks. Okay. No need to worry, this thing is not gonna move when we start it. Okay, return this to home. And everything is good. Speed bugs now. Okay, we rotate at 90 knots and we're gonna be using VY to climb. Alright, that's good. Minimums, we need to set the minimums. Minimums are, let's see here. Minimums 201 radar. Radio altimeter 201. 201. Okay. Enter. All right. So I believe we are good to go. All right. So put on the headset. Is there any other thing? Do the checklists. Okay, before start checklist. Pre-flight inspection completed. Doors latched. Parking brake is on. Battery 1 and 2 on. Generators 1 and 2 on. External GPU has been removed. FADEC channel is channel A. Okay. Now engine start. Turn on the strobe lights to let them know we're about to start. Okay, actually turn it off. Let me start the replay. That way it gets recorded. Flight control replay, record. Huh. Okay. Alright, I believe it's recording. Good. Alright, now turn the light on, strobes on. Cast messages, we only have the parking brake on, which is expected. Alright. Gosh. Strobes on, cast on, lever idle. Alright. These are things that we need to do, so I'm gonna check them all off. Alright, leave it here for now. And oh, this thing looks like it's lagging so badly. Map settings, I'm gonna remove the NextRad data for now. We'll turn it on after takeoff. Alright, go back to home. Alright. So, what was I? Okay, there's something else we haven't set. The altitude, initial altitude is gonna be 7,000. Okay, 7,000. And the heading, I mistakenly synced it, so I'm going back. Should be 98. Should be 098. Okay. Let's hope I don't sync it again by mistake. And Toga. I don't know why it does that all the time. Maybe put this on heading. Okay, we'll deal with that later. It's not a big deal for now. Turn that off. Okay, so we have the altitude. The speed is gonna be automatic. Okay, everything is good. Oh, we set the trim to 6. All right. Okay, so we're gonna start the engine. Everything that we need to do before starting it, we have done. So we push the knob to run and listen for the fuel. Actually, turn it off. Let's open the synoptics just so you guys can see engine and fuel. You can see that the fuel pressure is low and electric pump is off. Okay. All right, so let's start that thing again. Okay, I can hear the fuel pump, and you can see that the fuel pressure is now normal and electric pump is on, and everything is okay. Now we push start. And we monitor the engine instruments. N1 is alive, N2 coming up. ITT temperature is in the green, oil temperature is good, oil pressure is good. And battery is charging. Batteries are charging, and fuel tank is on right tank right now. It's automatic, so very soon it's gonna be switching right left. So everything is good. It was a good engine start. So we can check off all the things on the checklist. Engine start, check all is normal. Engine IPS as required. So we're not gonna need anti-ice, or maybe we will. Oxygen. Okay, we can hear the sound and the bleed air. Probe heat we're gonna leave for now until we start taxiing. Clear the caution. Now ECS, we're gonna enable it and turn on the fog and turn this to auto. So in this Vision Jet, air conditioning is available all the time. Okay, so that's good. ECS control panel set. External GPU has been disconnected. Oxygen master switch is on. Avionics initialization is complete. Cap spin's been removed and stowed. Passengers been briefed. Seat belts secured. And bleed, we have turned on the bleed. Okay. Yeah, BAT2 has been on for more than 2 minutes, so that's good. Bleed switch is on bleed. That's complete. Alright, before taxi we have set up our navigation and 80's clearance. Let's see, we've received it, and the barometer is 30.01 inches of mercury. Alright, altimeter has been set, transponder set, heading and initial altitude set, flight controls free and correct. Let's check them. Okay, and the rudder, good. Okay, alright, free and correct. Trim is on 6, flaps put on 50. Okay, electric roll trim is set. Toga button, let's press it now. Okay, now it's good. Alright, I need to learn why it twists the other way. Alright, that's done. Cast messages, we only have probe heat off and parking brake, so that's normal. Seats are in normal position, excuse me. Parking brake release. Okay, and we're gonna check the brakes. Meanwhile, landing lights on. Now this aircraft doesn't have taxi lights, so we use landing lights all the way, and actually those lights remain on from takeoff to landing. No need to turn them off. And of course we don't have anti-collision, so the strobes are also on before we start the engine. Alright, let's test the brakes. Okay, the brakes work. So let's check that off too. Parking brakes been released, brakes are checked, procedures complete. Alright, let's leave that to before takeoff. Alright, let's go. So it's a simple taxi. Stick to the center line. Alright, let's wait here for a second. And run the takeoff checklist. So, departure briefings completed. Landing lights on. Probe heat. Now we can switch it on. Probe heat on. Now for the ice, turn on the ice light. Anyways, engine anti-ice we're gonna put on. Okay, windshield put on high. Now the wing anti-ice we're gonna leave for now until we see ice on the wing. Okay. Alright, so these are as required. This is off. Cast messages, we don't have any. Trim is on 6 degrees. Flaps 50. Takeoff emergency battery cast message is not displayed, as you can see. So before takeoff checklist is almost complete. Now we can configure the MFD. Okay, this should be good enough. Alright, so sorry about all that, I have to zoom this in. Okay, that's configured. Normal takeoff, okay. I'm just gonna check them all, that's what we need to do. Alright. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna close the checklist for now. Alright, everything is good. Now we set the time. Alright, let's go. Alright. So everything is good. I'm gonna reset the time. Okay, and start it again. Alright, here we go. Holding the brakes and increasing power to maximum. We have all the power available. Make sure that it's stabilized. And then let's go. Rotate. Okay, gear up, positive rate, and flaps up. Okay. And at 400 autopilot. And flight level change, auto throttle, and set the heading to 329. Alright, that was a good takeoff. Now we can bring the power back to that. And we are going to intercept the VOR. I'm gonna wait until it gets active, and then I'll engage the nav1. Oh, that's cool. Wow, it's raining, so okay, it's become active. All right. Alright, now we're on that VOR, and I'm gonna continue climbing to 14,000. Just to get above the clouds. And while we're climbing, I'm gonna do the checklist. So climb, thrust lever is on maximum continuous. Engine parameters are good. Cabin pressure is rising right here. I mean, it's pressurizing. Ice protection. Actually, let's I don't think we have ice on the wings. I don't see any. Wow, it's raining so heavy. Alright, continuing. So we don't need that. Altimeter, I'm gonna set on standard because we're gonna continue the climb. So altimeter set on standard, so we don't forget. And altitude, I'm gonna set it to 20,000 or 23 for now, so that we can continue climbing. Alright, so that's that for climb checklist. Okay, remove the checklist. Oh, go back. Alright, we're still climbing. and no ice. Okay, and I'm gonna activate the MARV waypoint. That is Shui to MARV. Activate leg, yes. Alright. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is set this to heading, sync the heading, and select heading, and then switch the nav source to GPS. Okay, so now we can start climbing, start connecting with the route. Okay, wow, that's beautiful, man. And that was beautifully executed. And here we are. Oh, beautiful. My goodness. I can turn on the active noise cancelling. Oh, that's so good. Alright, now that we're above the clouds, I don't think, did I turn on the anti-ice on the wings? I don't think I did. No, it was just the engine. Okay, that's good. Alright. Okay, so we are kind of tilted because we have a serious crosswind, 49 knot crosswind. This is so beautiful. Okay, we're gonna be in the air for a very short time, so I'm gonna set up for landing already. Before we do that, let's see how we performed on Volanta. 1 second here. So this is what we did. We taxied onto the runway and took off and made that that left turn to 329, and then we made the left turn to 329 and then connected with the Salinas VOR heading 264, and then intercepted the main route, which we are on right now. All right, so everything is good. Okay. And on Navigraph, of course, here we are. Okay, so like I said, I was gonna set up for landing. We'll need to set up the frequency. So bring this up again and bring up Navigraph, and our approach is going to be 245 degrees and 108.7. So let's set that up. Maybe if I stay here. Nope. Go back. Yeah. All right, so again, nav1, no, it was 108 point, okay, 108.7, 108.7, transfer, and 245. I wish we could turn the, I wish we could see what course we're turning this thing. Anyways, it's set up, so it's gonna be 245. We'll deal with it when we get closer. Wish there was a way to set the course. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a way. We'll deal with it when we get closer. So this video, I'm gonna cut it in two parts. One is gonna be arrival. I mean, this is departure. The other one is gonna be arrival, just to save frame rates from tanking. So as soon as we are on our cruising altitude, I'm gonna cut the video, and I'll get with you guys again shortly before top of descent. So right now we are 25,000, 4,000 to go. Okay, almost there. Wow, that was aggressive. Alright guys, we're cruising, so let's see. In 22 minutes we're gonna start descending. So I'll see you guys in 22 minutes. This is the end of part 1. Talk to you guys later. And see ya. And see ya.